So we would like to generate a random number between 1 and 100. So my code is going to be inside this generate button there. And every time I click on this, the random number is supposed to appear in this text box, which I have called text box 1. Now, let's see how we can get to do that. Now I've written some notes here that I'm going to be using as we go. The first thing that we need to do is to declare a variable that will store the random number. So I will use dim and I'll call the variable random number like this. Now I'm going to type it as new and I'll explain why. Now the new statement means that it's a keyword that means every time we're going to be creating a new instance of a random number that is unique from all the random numbers. And then of course we use the keyword which is random, which is a library twin for VB.NET to create random numbers. So after I've done that, I've created a variable called random number which will be storing every random number that will be generated after I click this button there. Now obviously I want the random number to appear in the text box there. So this is what I do. The text box name is textbox1.text. That's the name of the text box. I haven't changed it. So what we're doing now is this: we need to make sure that whatever is inside this variable appears inside the text box 1.text, which is the name of the text box. So I will use the keyword equals random number, or is assigned random number, which is the variable. But then of course we're saying if I click this one generate, I get a random number, but then I'm supposed to get a new instance of a random number every time I click generate. So I don't just write random number, I write random number dot next, and then I open brackets to put the parameters, which is the range of the random numbers I want. So in this case we want random numbers between 1 and 100. So I'll click 1, I'll type 1 and 100 like this, and this blue line should disappear, you can tell. So just to recap, we are assigning into text box 1 random numbers between 1 and 100. The keyword next is used to make sure that if I have random number 37, I then automatically get another random number. So this one, it's a method in VB.NET for the random class. Let's run this code. Okay, so I click generate, I get 15, I get 64, I get 58, I get 72. So that's how I create a random number in VB.NET.